For this video, I'm not going to focus on the work on the van. I'm more going to try to tell you how it is to live in the van, and we have some small glimpse of the life I want to live on the road with the dogs. There is definitely some challenges because I have to live up in the driver's cabin and the mattress is not super comfortable. It's quite messy with the boys around. But still, it's quite motivating because it's the life I want to live on the road, just going from place to place, see the opportunities I have to train the dogs, and just wake up with different views. My biggest hurdle is that I need to plan out everything so I can actually drive the van when I need to go back and forth to work. So it means I can't take something critical apart and just leave it until I have enough parts. Everything needs to be planned out so I'm ready to move. And of course, when you think you have fixed something, there's always something that comes up. This time it was the voltage regulator on the max fan. So let's look at the video materials.
It just dawned on me, it's so right the decision I have done, even though I want to sell the house and get out of here. Just the thing that the dogs are here, they can go out on the balcony if they want. It's not the most proper food, but I was tired and I wanted to do some research. So then I can go inside and eat and just research how I do this rivet nuts.
The thing is, I have this house in the valley of Bayarn. It was great when I bought it and I moved here and I built a garage and I thought I had a future here. But now the circumstances have changed and I just want to sell the house and get on the road. So at the same time I'm trying to fix the van, I also have to prepare the house. So maybe I can sell it because it's most definitely a project house. So the world of trouble is just continuing in and continuing and continuing. But this is an old max fan and I don't know if it's the voltage, if the circuit board is fried or whatever. And of course it feels frustrating. And there you go. Ranting about problems again. This will be another video. Let's see if we can find some clips that actually shows the life on the road. For me, also being at work is a big part of being on the road. But here we are finally in civilian clothes, so this doing civilian things, living road life. Got my coffee, already walked the track and did some obedience training with Birkeline. We are with people passing over the track. It didn't go great, but still. Then I know next time I need to be a little bit earlier before people arrive and train him in this area and he get used to it, and then we can come later when there is people here. But anyhow, this is definitely how I want Vanlife to transfer into. I'm actually quite early out, so I will not be like landing at work. So yeah, let's get to work. I'm gonna keep a little bit of vlogging. I have been sleeping at work between my shifts, but I think some people complained that I did that. So now, but yeah, fair enough. Would be cool if I could keep that practice until I got the van more finished. But now I just need to find a place where I can park and take a nap. We've been training for a couple of hours with the other peoples in Ria, so a place where it's a little bit desolate. and I can have some hours on my eye, and hopefully the rain will take a break and we can do some more training. But it's a little bit cumbersome. Now I have to put some more air into this mattress, put it in the sleeper cabinet, take the dogs outside the van, and then they can be roaming free in the van and lay wherever they want. But still, this is actually what I want from life. Just be able to go somewhere, take a nap when the weather is bad, and train my dogs. Yeah, and that's a huge motivation to move this thing forward. So I can actually start doing that. I'm on the break to actually quit my job here in the ambulance. It just seems like there's time to move on, and things haven't worked out for me the way I hoped. I have some great colleagues and I had a great shift this night, but there's other circumstances that doesn't suit me that well, and then it's time to just move on. And that's my whole life. I've been like that. Maybe I'm great at fitting in or whatever, but if I have the van, I can just turn the key and leave. But there I have the battery pack out. I can charge that through the night. With that I can run the fan, so I get some moist out of the van. I have my heater. It's not doing a great job now with this small amount of isolation, but it is enough that it's bearable in here. So that means I can sleep in the van without now for 3 or 4 hours before there is not like immense condensation. I can air the dogs and then I can do some more cleaning and prepare for isolation. So just these small things I ticked off is helping me to move stuff forward at a higher pace, and it's so good to finally have some progress. Look at that, just a panel. When I look at that, I'm like, oh, there's gonna be upholstery on that. I'm gonna make things nice instead of like feeling just stuck at ground zero. Well, let's go and get some sleep. There we are, all set. I didn't even need to open the door to take the dogs out. Room to go around the cage. Vent. There was actually room to go around the cage. Nej, vent. Sorry, the chaotic filming. It was to demonstrate that it can be a little cumbersome to get yourself organized, and it's dirty and filthy and far from ideal, but now we can actually get some rest. So you have to take those small pleasures. I can actually manage to sleep with light conditions like this, because it's what years in the service does with you. At least I got something back from the military. Oh, this is gonna be nice. But again, I'm so happy with things moving ahead, and I don't think blinds for this cabin is too complicated or too expensive. That would help a lot. Also to prevent heat loss, and the heater is blowing into the cabin. That helps a lot. at least some. And yeah, the fan is taking out moist. So even though this is hobo level, it's way better than when I didn't have these on the windows and I had to keep the windows closed when it was raining, and that's when you are wet anyway. So that was a huge upgrade. Now I have a battery pack that can run the heater. I guess it's when you have been in a really shitty situation, it's like that's when you learn what luxury is, and you learn to appreciate small luxuries. But yeah, even though there's a lot of shit going on in my life right now, I feel comfortable here and quite pleased. That's good. Yeah, it will work out, and this van conversion is, I'm pretty sure, the right thing. It is. I'm gonna get some shut eye. Oh, so I had 2 good hours of sleep. That was great. And this is the space we have. He loves to just look outside the window. Border collie. And if I'm not mistaken, there's another dude here. There he is. Yeah, you like to sleep under there, don't you? Not good for it. And now I'm gonna do 1 hour of training and walkies before we go to work. But yeah, this inflatable mattress have been a lifesaver so far in this conversion, and it's definitely a keeper. And again, like the hardcore winter is over, so this is manageable. I don't know how warm it is in the car right now. Jeez, I was tired. Anyhow, one of the things we're going to use to finance this lifestyle is recyclables. And I actually found all this in 5 minutes. I'm on a shooting range, so this is a place I use a lot for dog training, because there's sometimes little traffic, so I can do hard tracks, which are great. Sometimes there is people here, but I guess it's another part of this lifestyle, is you just have to adjust to the circumstances. Be resourceful, so you take the opportunities that comes at hand and are not like, oh shit, I didn't get to train that, I plan. Instead you are, oh, this would be great to train now. And that is kind of a stoicism thing, that you don't know what you get, only how you take it. So yeah, it's a great pre-work walkie up here, and we might do some track training as well. So I just had too much in my head this night, so I didn't sleep that much, and also it was over, but it was not. But I got the auxiliary heated started, and the heater back here in the van. Boys are out searching for food, so they will actually stay around when I clean up my bed. But yeah, today I have an appointment around 11. Oh, it's that cold actually. Yeah. No wonder I was freezing a little bit tonight. Okay. Sometimes it's a bit hard to get started in the morning when the van is so unfinished. I found some treasure. And I think the boys are happy. They can roam around. So this is a lovely campground. It's quite crowded here in summertime. It's kind of an outside area, so there is no camping fees here, but there is a lot of traffic. This summer there was actually someone parked all the way out there, so they pushed through a blockade further up, so you are not allowed to drive all the way down here. And I think we need to respect that with Vanlife, that it's not a ticket to drive wherever you want because you want to have a nature camp. But the heat is started in the van, so I hope it gets a little bit warmer, and we just gonna slowly drive our way to the workshop for the EU control and do some training here and there, putting up tracks and do searches, because that's what I want van life to be about. Training my dogs, getting more time to enjoy nature. So here's a shelter that is not intended for sleepovers, but I think people wouldn't react if you slept there. But I wouldn't do it during the top season. And here you kind of need to bring your own firewood, I guess. So maybe we will have a sleepover here before the summer arrives. So anyhow, there is a lot of these beautiful spots, and the communities around them is pretty amazing. People put a lot of time and effort into this volunteer work, and huge respect to that. Especially here, Tverland, the community of friends, have made a vast network of trails and benches, and I guess these open shelters as well. Definitely can't wait until I have more time on my hands and don't have to rely on a fixed income, so I can go nationwide and explore all these places. Now I don't have my coffee pot and everything in the van. If things were more up to speed there, I would actually have my breakfast here. But soon we will be there. Imagine having such an easy life and just enjoy running around. And that was just enough for you to be happy. It's good to see them enjoy. Okay, so the hard part is done. Come here. And as I told you guys before, these guys needs some activation as well. So what do you do when you still need to work? Get them out. Just make them search for food. They get their dinner here, and sorry, they are occupied for half an hour. Imagine more days like this. Oh, and the van is up. I know I have a good bed there, heat. Can wake up in surroundings and sounds like this, just hear the ocean. Boys are happy. Exploring. Oh, yeah. I guess it's just to continue grinding, continue to grind. We will get there. But I know it's a never-ending story, this. There's gonna be rust, mechanical problems, other issues. Oh, not so good camp spots. But those shitty days will hopefully teach me to value the good days. So goddamn Sprinter, you're gonna be a camper van. Of course.
Thank God, they are a bit hectic here in the morning. Because they know we're gonna wake up now. For some reason, they just know. Can you stop? Yep. Oh, can't wait until we get some more space and a proper bed. I'm gonna show you this beautiful place in a bit. My God, it's moist in here.
Let me show you this fantastic place. So there's a beach here, I think it's almost 2 kilometers. No, maybe 1. And it's really dramatic mountains. So, but it's a lot of people here in summer. And over there are some people I could see. I think they are turning the other way. So we're gonna respect them and not go too close. So I'm gonna give them 45 minutes here. And then we're gonna go to this dude that can look at the rust on my van and maybe make a decision if we need to weld it or fix it in another way. It's gonna be good. Over there is the van. So I guess I have to stitch together this video soon, or this vlog. Look at that lovely hairdo. We've been training dogs for, I think, almost 4 hours. Look at these surroundings here at beautiful Sanjonøya. If my van was just inhabitable at the moment, I would made a coffee here, made some dinner, maybe taken a nap, and I didn't have to stress to get home, and maybe we would walk the mountains or something. even though I should have been working on the van today and saved fuel because of the prices, this was definitely worth a little detour before we drive home. So just a perfect day, and like a inspiration to keep me going working on the van, because this could be my everyday life. Going to places like this, train my dogs, explore. Even though I'm getting old and grey, I have to enjoy the good years I have left. So let's hit the road and get home working with the van.